guys? This is Eric Croner from Nerdy Geek Talk, source of all your nerdy geeky needs, here with episode 4 of NGT Interviews. Here with me today, I have the lovely Colby Jack Cheese. Just the cheese.
Oh,
He's not a person. He's literally just a
I'm
block of cheese that I'm
I'm just a
interviewing.
block of cheese. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
But okay, so the way this works is
Hmm.
we do rounds. I think it's 6. In all honesty, I could count, but I forget. 6 rounds of regular questions, 3 per round, and then 6 rounds of rapid fire. But it's like regular 3, rapid
Yeah,
fire
yeah.
3. The rapid fire you have to answer instantly, like first thing that goes to your
Okay. All
mind.
right. Whew.
Just make sure it's
I'm not
appropriate.
good under pressure, so
They
all
they
right.
should be
Yeah.
ones that like are hard, but you would be able to know the
Yeah.
answer to. I
I was
think
gonna
so.
say I listened to a couple of your other interviews, so I kind of know what I'm in for, but
Okay, so.
being
Uh,
on the spot is not a good thing for me in my brain. So we'll see how it goes.
What are you talking about? You don't have a brain, you're cheese.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Mm.
I forget that I'm not human sometimes.
Anyways, what is your name?
Colby, you said it already.
Well, I did say Colby Jack Cheese, but
Well, yeah.
I mean, what do you go by on the interwebs?
On
Namely,
the interwebs,
YouTube.
well, my YouTube is Plastic Hero,
That's what I
and
thought.
that's probably, and then all my handles are just variations of Cheeseman, just because, you know, Colby, I'd had my handle as like Colby Jack Cheddar, I think it was, and then I just changed it to Cheeseman, and it stuck, so, yeah.
Um,
Yep,
when were you born? Because you're the first guest that
that's right.
that is close. So
Yeah, yeah, April 18th, 2000. Birthday was yesterday as
we
of this
were
recording.
we were born in different generations. Happy belated birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, we were born in entirely different centuries.
Yep, 1999 versus 2000.
I had a song written about me and my birth.
Oh,
It's called 1999 by Prince.
oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact, if you didn't know, that was written just from my birth.
Well, of course, of
Even though it
course.
was written, long before 1999, but they were planning, so
They
that's
knew.
yeah. So what do you do in life, in
In
the
life.
real world? What does a block of Colby Jack cheddar cheese do?
Well, he wakes up in the morning and he goes to his job. He's a not, I guess, head sweeper. I'm not the top janitor at the elementary school I work at. I'm basically second in command. I'm the deputy. I'm above the other guys, but I'm not the top guy. There's one above me.
You're the Ultra
So,
Magnus Sweeper.
yes, I'm not prime level,
That's your
but I'm
title.
Ultra Magnus.
You're Ultra Magnus
The Ultra
Sweeper.
Magnus Sweeper. So, yeah, I clean toilets and crap. It's so much fun. No, I don't mind it. It's, you know,
It's honest work.
yes, it is. I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe.
All right, all right. Rapid fire time.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
Favorite Transformer?
Star Saber.
Wow, okay, that
Yeah,
just surprises me. Second
yes.
favorite Autobot?
I'm going to say Iron Fist.
Jeez,
I
okay.
like the obscure guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I dig that.
Yeah.
That's impressive for something to come off the top of your head. Like it's not super impressive that
What, the Star Saber?
that
Or
would
just
be
in
like
general?
the Star Saber Iron Fist just being the first two to
Oh,
your
just
head.
I just Star Saber has always been my favorite for years, and that's so it's easy for me whenever someone asks. It's just, oh, it's Star Saber. I've just
Huh.
always loved his character and his design and everything.
Yeah, not that those
His
are super obscure for like big Transformers fans,
well,
but
right, yeah. I was gonna
that's
say,
almost no one's like favorite.
yeah,
Yeah, you're
exactly.
special. Okay, last one. Favorite
I
Decepticon.
oh, I love Decepticons too much. There's too many choices.
Even though you just
Uh,
said two Autobots.
well, yeah, Autobots are easy because half of them are not cool. But no, uh, all Decepticons are great. Come on. I'm gonna have to say I was gonna say Bruticus, but I'm gonna have to go Blackout.
I appreciate that. Normally I'd be like, no, you have to go with your first answer, but no, okay, blackout.
Yeah,
That's I approve.
yeah. Thank you.
Um, okay, so how did you get involved with the Transformers fandom?
Well, My father, he grew up during G1. He's an 80s kid.
Hmm.
He grew up watching the cartoon, playing with the toys, and he had Prime and Starscream, all the big names. And he kind of grew out of it a little once he got older. But when the first live action Bay movie, the '07 one, that came out, and my dad saw it and thought, oh, hey, let's watch this. I used to love Transformers. And so I was 7 at the time, because that's really easy for me to remember my birthday with 2000 and everything. Um, but yeah, and so I watched that with my parents, and I was just hooked ever since. And so after that, I didn't really get into the bigger online fandom till fairly recently, I guess,
Hmm.
because I'd always watched YouTube, fan made stuff and reviews and whatever, but I haven't really had much of a social media presence till like last year. I just wasn't into the social medias, as surprising as that sounds for someone my age. But my brother had gotten an Instagram for school, and so I just, why not try it out? I hardly use my Instagram anymore now that I've moved to Twitter. But yeah, and then I just, started interacting with other fans, and yeah, that's, I guess, is that a good answer? Does that
Yeah,
answer your question? Okay.
yeah, it does. I'm just curious. Do you have a Snapchat?
I do not. Instagram and Twitter are really the only ones I use,
Okay.
or that I have, I guess. I got a Facebook because uh, a fan friend of mine, he said, you should use the Facebook Marketplace. You'll find great deals for Transformers there. And I created an account, and I haven't used it since. So I just use eBay and all the online retailers like I usually do. I was like, whatever.
Huh.
So
I was just curious because that's something that almost no older Transformers fans, not I was not none, but
well, yeah,
99% don't have, but
yeah, that makes sense.
99% of younger people do have. So that's why I was curious if you
Yeah.
did. I only got mine a year and a half ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I never used Snapchat before that. It was kind of forced upon me, so there's that.
Nice.
But yeah,
Yeah.
we all have our social media preferences, you know.
Yep.
Um, da, 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 da. So that's how you said how you got involved. What do you think your primary role in the fandom is right now?
Peasant, common folk, crowd filler.
You just say
I'm one of the
observer. You
masses.
wouldn't say you're a YouTuber,
Well,
first and
see,
foremost.
that's the
Would you say
thing.
that you're just a fan first and foremost?
Yes,
Okay.
I've always wanted a YouTube channel just because I'm so into video and all that. But I only recently started my YouTube channel. I think 2 years ago now.
Okay.
And I'm very inactive just because of, my current situation. Because I don't have, it's a long story, but
He doesn't
we,
have internet. He's in a parking lot
yes,
right now. That's.
yes.
I'm not going to tell you where. Not that
Yeah,
you'd be able to
no, no, no.
find him.
Here's his exact location. Go mug him.
I'm tweeting it right now. So
Oh shoot, no.
go get him.
No, but we don't have internet at home. I'm still living with my parents, hoping to move out end of the summer. Uh, get out of their hair. But no, we've just never had internet at home. Me and my brothers have always asked my parents for it, and they've talked about it, but they haven't. We recently moved, and they don't want to. Whatever. We don't have internet at home, and so for me, it's a struggle to upload regularly with YouTube.
Mhm.
And so I'll upload occasionally. I try to upload once a month or two, but there will be spots where I don't upload for months at a time. And I'm currently, it was for a year, I think I was kind of dark. And then recently, within the past few months, I'm trying to get it started back up
Mhm.
again, but
You
soon,
said
I hope.
you
But
said that you started it because you're interested in video.
yes.
Elaborate a little. What does that mean?
Okay. So just video in general, I love. And I
Wow.
guess,
We're
'cause I
totally
wanted,
opposites. That's
was,
really funny. I despise video. I hate
oh,
video.
really?
I only have a YouTube channel and I only do stuff because I like entertainment. and
Yeah.
entertainment and video. Like, I mean, obviously they crossed over like crazy.
Right.
I
Right. Of course.
despise the technical aspect of
Oh
everything
yeah.
in like the video. Not not that I don't respect it or think
Oh
it's
yeah.
important.
Oh
I
yeah.
think it's very important. I am well aware of how important it is because I suck at it. And so I've had an editor do my stuff before.
Oh
And
really?
then the podcast, I've gradually moved over and now I take care of that. But in terms of video, I still
Yeah.
can't edit video. So I
Oh
do my
dude,
best to do stuff on my
crazy.
channel that I entertain, but I don't
Hmm.
edit because I'm literally complete opposite. I hate that
Wow.
stuff, can't do it. I love entertainment. But
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
love the video. I like
Oh
envy
yeah.
that. I wish I loved that and had the drive to know how to do that
Oh
because
yeah. No, I love video editing
it's a
and
valuable skill.
yeah, that's what I've always been into film and videos kind of like baby film in a way, you know.
Hmm.
And so I remember when I was younger, whenever I got a new transformer, I'd make a little stop motion out of it, and I loved doing that. I hardly do it anymore because I don't have the time. Life gets busy, you know.
Hmm.
But you know, I want to do some of that, and then video reviews just because you know I'm a we're all collectors here, and it's you know I just I remember the reason I started the channel is because I saw there are a lot of channels that I love watching, and you know, whenever they upload, it's like Christmas, you know, and so it's like I want to provide that for people, you know, kind of just that feeling of joy, like, oh, new video, I'm gonna sit down and watch this and have a good time, you know, so
Hmm.
yeah,
I totally get that. Although half the stuff I do is just for my own sake for rambling.
yeah, I was just,
I don't even care
I,
if anyone listens. It's just for me to do. But you know.
yeah, I saw your parody review, that was great.
Oh, did you like that? I went on a rant about how I wouldn't do video reviews because like I don't know what I would not because they annoy me because there's
Yeah,
so many and it's like I don't
yeah,
know what I would do. I don't know if I could make them as high quality as I prefer when I watch them because I'm
oh
very
yeah,
picky about that. I'm like I like quality. If it's not good
yeah,
quality, I'm probably not going to watch. And then also
exactly.
ways to be unique and entertaining and I'm like there's just an infinite amount. It's like an ocean. It's like what is my little drop that's gonna make it special? But yeah, I
Exactly.
figured that little joke that was a fair game for me to do.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So what would you like to be known for in the fandom? Like in years to come, not like right now. I'm saying like
Yeah.
long term.
Later
So
on.
it can be a big goal. Like what do you wish people would think of when they thought of you within the Transformers fandom?
This may sound cheesy, but I am a cheese man,
I was
so it's a
oh
given.
my god. Oh, that was so bad.
I know, I'm aware. I no regrets, man. It had
Oh,
to be done. Um, Positivity, I'm gonna say.
that's a really good one.
Thank you. That's what I like I've said, I want anyone who interacts with me
Hmm.
to just feel welcome and, you know, like I said, have a good time, just talk and enjoy and whatever, you know.
Hmm.
I want to be known for spreading positivity and just we all love this franchise and I think with a lot of franchises, I think the Transformers fandom isn't as bad as others, but you know, there's times where it's, you know, any fandom can get kind of negative and that's a
Yeah.
given that happens. You can't, you know, I'm not saying we must eradicate that. Like we
Eradicate any negativity.
yeah, exactly. It was
Only
okay. No,
positivity
it
shall
was
live.
perfect. But yeah, you know, kind of just we all love this thing and that's such a great feeling to talk to other people or, you know, about it and just, you know, it feels like a family and I want to kind of help
Mhm.
foster that. I
You
don't
want to
know
be a
what word I'm
foster.
looking
Your
for.
long-term goal is to be a foster parent in the Transformers
Yes.
fandom. Okay.
I am going to adopt all of you. Thank you.
Even though you're only well, you're 19.
19 for a day
I was
now.
about to say
Thank
18,
you.
but you're very experienced for being
Wow.
19 now for 24
Jerk.
hours.
Wow. Okay. Gosh.
Dude, I forget how old I am sometimes, so
Yeah, that's fair.
although
I'm sure.
according to Vangelis, that's my teenage onset dementia, but that's a whole other story.
Oh
Uh,
man.
but I will say that I think of you as a very positive person in the
Thank
fandom,
you.
thanks to our group
Oh,
chat. Yeah,
Whew.
because I people know that I hang out with all the Steel City Bots gang, but they
Yeah.
aren't my only group chat. You're
Yeah.
my other group chat,
Yeah.
and occasionally a group email from Radio Free Cybertron. But that's
Oh
their
yeah.
email. They're not like group chats like us youngins.
Yep.
So yeah,
That's
it's
always my favorite. That's
us.
that's what
What's
got me into podcasting is Radio Free Cybertron, and that's every
uh,
time you're on the show, someone has to make a joke about you being the young guy. I'm like, I love that.
I was just about to say our group chat. Like, what's the name of it right now? Not gonna say the current name, but I'm gonna switch it. It had to do with his birthday, but it's
Yep.
Knights of the High Tower Pizza Club.
Yep. That's a great story.
We
Well, it
love
was.
we love Transformers.
Yep. I think it was. Well, it was. You made a joke about pizza because a few of us had pizza a few nights in a row.
Yeah, it was like
So it was Knights of the Round
John was the only one
Pizza.
that didn't have
Yeah,
pizza, and we were
exactly. We
like
were getting on him
pressuring him.
about it.
We were
Yeah.
like, everyone had pizza within like 28, 24
Yeah.
hours, and we
Yeah.
were like, you have to have pizza, and like
Yes.
constantly just like antagonizing him until he finally did. Because originally, before it was Knights of the High Tower Pizza Club, it was
Yeah.
Knights of the High Tower Pizza Club, and then in parentheses, except for John.
Except for John, I
Yeah,
remember
and we
that.
kept doing that, and then finally he got in because I had asked Jake to Photoshop Hightower, the
Yeah,
Studio
holding
Series
the
Hightower,
pizza.
holding a pizza with his
Yeah.
little T-Rex arms, and
Yeah.
that's our group picture.
And then he
It's
put one in the claw too on his back. That was fun.
yes, so that's
We
perfect.
didn't ask for that, but we got that too.
Exactly. We didn't.
Then it
We
kind
didn't.
of just turned into Knights of the High Tower Pizza.
Yep, and that's how it shall remain.
Yes.
Okay, more rapid fire.
Oh boy, here we
Masterpiece or Generations?
go. Well, what I collect is Generations.
So I would assume that.
Yes, but I love Masterpiece. I have Masterpiece Star Saber was my first Masterpiece because come on,
Duh.
duh. And then I have I think two third-party Masterpiece. I have the Make Toys
Are you gonna get the planet?
Meteor.
Are you gonna get the Planet X Star Saber?
See, I
Dude,
kind
you
of want
have
to.
to. That thing looks
I know,
perfect. I
I
don't
know,
want a Star Saber, and I want
I
that
know,
toy.
I know. I kind of want to be like the Star Saber completionist because I'm not a completionist,
Do it.
but he's so obscure and gets so little toys. It's like it's not that hard to do.
Then you should do
But
it
I,
because then
I know
it's easier to accomplish.
exactly. But at the same time, I feel like personally, if I were to do that, I'd need to get all of them, and that includes that Flame Toys one, which looks
Oh
incredible.
God. Oh
But that is
God.
nowhere near in my price range, so it's like I
Well,
don't
you know
know.
what? Like long term,
Yeah, I
you
guess
could
that's
get
true.
that someday.
Yeah,
Like you don't have to get that now. I'm
yeah,
I could be totally wrong about this. I don't think it can go that much higher in price on the aftermarket in the
yeah.
future.
That's fair.
Like I mean, I guess it could, but like let's be real. Well, it's like $500, right? Am I?
Yeah, about yes, I think so. Yeah,
Let's say
or 500.
$100 increase. In all honesty, what's the difference between 500 and 600 when you're looking at buying a toy? Like
Yeah.
they're in that same range. I understand $100 by no means. I'm a college kid. I understand that's a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
money. But
Yeah.
like whenever you're thinking about buying a toy that's half a grand, $100 more isn't that much of a
Yeah.
difference. Like it's
Exactly.
that range. It's all within the same
Yeah.
range. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, you're the first person I think that's been really conflicted about Masterpiece or Generations.
Well, see, that's the thing is because I love Masterpiece, and like I said, I own a few: the Make Toys Meteor, the official Star Saber, and then the Despotron, their Megatron. And I want to get that Magic Square Prime. That's on my to-do list
Hmm.
because the only Prime I have right now is the Power of the Primes, which is great. I love that. It displays awesome. But in the truck mode, it shrinks just because of the power-up gimmick. So it's like I
Hmm.
want one that'll work in scale in truck mode too.
You're
So
gonna get Star Convoy.
see, I saw that the pre-orders went up for that, and I don't know because it looks great,
Hmm.
but I don't know if I really need it. You
That's the
know?
same boat I'm in. I
Yeah.
pre-ordered it, but I'm like, I might
Mm,
cancel it or sell it if I don't.
yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I'm still not totally decided on it, but
Yeah. See, I want to
we'll
start
see.
collecting Masterpiece, but right now I collect Generations, and honestly, I'm good with that.
Movie
You know?
Masterpiece is what I collect. My
Oh
regular
yeah.
Masterpiece, I have Blue Streak, like Blue Dyke Blue
Oh,
Streak, and Ultra Magnus, and that's it as of right now.
If
I've
you ever
had
want to
more.
get rid of that blue streak, hit
No,
me up.
that is the blue streak is the only one that I
Dang
want to
it.
go completionist on. I want to get every third party, every official, everything. I
Oh yeah.
paid like $100 frickin' for the Combiner Wars blue streak.
Oh, that exclusive one.
The collector club.
That's a pretty one.
It is gorgeous and it has purple on it. It
And
like
we all know
accents.
purple is your favorite color.
Yeah, purple. I'm obsessed with. So yeah.
Yep.
We're supposed to be doing rapid fire. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No. I was going to start asking you about tangents. Bisque or Thermidor?
Oh, Bisque.
Who was the one person? One person said Thermidor, I think, so far. Everyone
Was
likes
it
Bisque better.
was
But
it
anyways,
was it TFU or did he say Bisque?
I,
I was gonna say, like I said, I listened to the interviews, but
I
that
can't
was a few days
remember.
ago.
I know. I want to say it. There was one person I genuinely cannot remember. It might have
Yeah,
been Ant, or it might have been
maybe.
Chris. I don't think it was Chris.
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
But either way, and then last, favorite food.
Mmm.
Oh come on.
Spaghetti.
That's the no. That is the incorrect answer.
Oh.
Go again.
Go again?
Yep. Go again. What's your name? Jeez. It
Oh,
shouldn't
I'm
be this
sorry,
hard.
cheese. Duh.
Okay, wait, spaghetti, really?
Yeah.
What kind of
That,
sauce? Just regular red sauce? Do you like
whatever. Yeah, red sauce.
Alfredo? You know, fancy. No,
Yeah.
okay.
My mom loves Alfredo, but
I
my
love
dad
Alfredo
does
with
not like
different
spaghetti. So
pasta.
whenever we have spaghetti, I'm super hyped, and he's like, whatever. It's great.
I mistyped the next question. We're on to regular questions. I just said,
Oh,
"Who is your famous person?" It's
who is
supposed to
my
be,
famous
"Who
person?
is your favorite famous person?" But if you own a
I see.
famous person, feel free to mention who that
Well,
is as well.
I'd rather not say. I
Yeah,
want to keep that under scrutiny. I don't want to. I
I,
don't know
I
who's listening to this.
I
So.
understand that. So that's fair. That's fair.
Nice.
But who's
Favorite
your
famous
favorite
person.
then?
Okay. Oh, see, I thought this would be a hard one, but it's not. um, so probably Alan Alda. He's a comedian, actor, whatever. He's my favorite TV show of all time is MASH. It's an old
Okay.
70s sitcom, and he's like the main character, I guess. He's hilarious, and that's the only thing I've seen him in, but it's my favorite show and my favorite character from the show, and he's just got this great personality, and he's hilarious, and I don't know, I just
He
like
old.
him.
He's old. He's
Yeah, he
83.
is. He's in his like, I want to say 80s.
Yep, 83. I
Oh
just
wow,
checked.
look at that. I
Uh,
just pulled
the
that number, so
we're the
woohoo.
same height.
Oh really?
Yeah, we're both six
I was
two.
gonna say he's tall.
Yep, we're both 6'2". So
And then there's me.
we can be best friends. What's your height?
Oh,
That's not a question. So you don't technically have to answer, but I'm just curious. What is your height? Even though I think you've told me.
five.
Tell the whole internet how tall you are.
No, no. Everyone in the real world already knows I'm short. I don't need everyone else knowing.
He's a
No.
five inch tall block of cheese.
Yes, it's 5'7", 5'8". I'd have to check. It's been a while, but it's short. The answer. How tall are you? Short. I'm short, tall.
Okay. I
All right.
totally I have problems focusing, but
Oh
that's
no,
just
I
me.
I get that. My brain wanders. So.
Oh, what is your favorite YouTube video that you've ever done? That
Ah,
you that
jeez.
you've
That
done?
I did.
Yeah,
That
that
I
you
created.
made, that you published. Put out.
Yeah.
What is your favorite?
I don't think I have a
Oh,
perfect. I
come
have.
on. Oh, no,
No,
no, no. I'm not
I'm gonna
asking
give an answer.
perfect.
I know. I'm not giving an answer, or I am giving an answer. I'm just no.
I tricked
No,
you.
I'm sorry. Um, no, I don't think I have an image of a perfect video in my head. I don't think I've achieved that yet. But my favorite thus far, I don't want to say the one that has the most views because that's dumb, but I think that might be one of my favorites. It was my first discussion video, and that's what I want to do a lot of that on the channel. Who are you holding?
Uh, Transformers Prime Takara Terracon Bumblebee.
Okay, I couldn't see. I'm like, wait, I have to know this.
Yeah.
uh, no, I did a discussion about. I think it's my latest video actually. I did a discussion video about. I think it was the MP43, the Masterpiece Megatron, when they first revealed the price. And at that point,
Oh my
that
god.
was that was before they were, said the new Prime would be like $500. So, but yeah, it's a short video. I think it's only like 3.5 minutes. But that's just talking about the price and where I think that's coming from and what I think it means for the rest of the Masterpiece line, which we see that now with MP44. But
And MP45.
which one's 45?
Boom blah
I
blah.
forget. Oh, that's.
New
We don't
Bumblebee.
talk about that one. I'm sorry. That.
I actually don't hate it. I mean, I don't want to pay the price for it. I'm not going
Oh
to
yeah.
get
Oh
it,
yeah.
but like everyone hates it, and I
Oh,
understand because it is like a perfect example of what I hate about Masterpiece. And I like
it's
Masterpiece, but it's like
yeah.
that is like a culmination of my problems with Masterpiece. But for some reason, I don't hate it like the way I hate MP44. MP44, I don't like. I just do not like. But Bumblebee, I totally admit that Bumblebee is probably worse, but I like it more
Oh
for
yeah.
some reason. But
Yeah. See, that's when they first showed images. I was like, I was ready to burn something. I was like, this is terrible. Like I said, spreading positivity. Right. Okay. Practice
what
what you preach, Cheeseman.
what do
But
you what do you want to be known for? Burning Masterpiece Bumblebee.
no, but when they first revealed it, I was mortified. What is this abomination, And then it started to grow on me. I still don't like it, but I don't hate it as
I
much.
actually would go as far as to say that I like it. Like I
That's
would
fair.
be genuinely happy if someone like gave it to me. Like as and that's not
Yeah.
an item that would be given
Oh
as like
yeah.
a Christmas gift, but you know what I mean, like a Christmas or a birthday
Yeah,
gift.
yeah.
Like
If
just
you
not
got it
knowing and
for
getting it. I
free.
don't even mean like the fact that getting it for free, but in the fact that I'm not spending like what is it, 100? Is it a
It's
hundred?
like 120, I
Yeah,
think.
jeez, like I wouldn't spend
Just
120. It was like 80 maybe. Like I just don't want to spend
yeah.
money on it. And it's not the fact like it's not worth well, I would say it's probably not worth 120, but you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
I would pay
You don't want to
money
drop
for
it
it, but I
on
don't want to
that.
pay that much money for it when there's things
Yeah.
I'd like more. But like I would genuinely like to own that, especially since it is
Yeah.
if it had some kind of 35th anniversary for Transformers on the packaging, I'd consider it, but I
Yeah.
don't think it does. So, I think
Yeah.
we'll
See,
call it
that's what
quits.
I told someone once, I don't remember if it was you guys or someone else, but I said I'd kind of consider getting it just to review it because I don't want to review just stuff that I like, you know.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, I'm like 120, I considered maybe buy it, review it, and then sell it
Sell it.
off.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see where
Stay. I
that
was gonna
goes.
say, stay tuned to find out.
Yeah. See,
Uh,
that's what, and I'm the same with the new Prime. It's like I think it looks pretty good,
I
but
hate
like
it. I
I wouldn't
hate the
really.
smokestacks. The
Oh, the
smokestacks
smokestacks are
make
dumb.
me so
Yeah,
angry. I understand that they're accurate because I've had
yeah,
so many people tell me that
but it
whenever
doesn't
I'm
look
like, I
good.
know, I'm like, accuracy,
Accurate does not equal good.
yeah, like accurate can equal good. Like, don't get me wrong. In plenty of situations, that's exactly what you want. In the situation with those smokestacks, that is not what I want. But
Yeah.
anyways, what is your greatest weakness? Is it smokestacks on your shoulders? Are they just incorrectly done? Is that your greatest weakness?
Well, yeah. See, when they installed my smokestacks, I think they did something wrong. Like, they don't work. No, I'm kidding. I don't have smokestacks on my shoulders. That'd be cool though. My greatest weakness. Hmm. Real, real honest boy hours here. Hmm.
See, that's something funny that makes me like the fact you just said that. Still keep thinking, but like we talk different from older people. They don't say boy all the time. Like how we say boy, like BOI,
I'm.
boy. Like
That's the only way I write it.
nobody in their 30s that I know of. There are
Says
probably
boy.
several 30 year
Oh yeah.
olds and olders that say it. Don't get me wrong, but no one that I interact with does. And I'm just like, that's how you could tell like what generation you're a part of. Is like, do they say boy? They say
Boy.
boy, then they
Boy.
speak like me. Just kidding. You don't speak like me. I'm from Pittsburgh. I say weird things. I didn't know that slippery was a word. I thought it was slippy because that's
Slippy.
that's what it is where I'm from. I didn't
Hmm.
know that wasn't a word until I came to college, and everyone's like, "What did you just say?" I'm like, "Slippy." And they're like,
Slippy,
"Slippery," and I'm like,
Slippy.
"Slippery? What?"
What?
Anyways,
What?
there's a fun fact
Yeah.
about me if you wanted to know that I can't speak, but
All right, who's being interviewed here? Come on. I'm kidding.
I
I'm
forget
kidding.
how I
I
even
don't care.
said that. Oh, I was talking about how you talk. That's what I was going to
Yeah, yeah,
say. That's why it was. I was like, well,
yeah.
how did I even get there? But yeah,
Hold
okay.
on.
So totally on topic.
Oh,
What is your greatest
oh yeah.
weakness still?
Um, I go on tangents. No. Case in point.
That's been my fault most of the time so far.
Well, that's fair. Um, jeez. Oh, see, I had an answer now that we went on the tangent.
Oh wow, blame it on me.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm
Blaming your
saying it's the
problems on
tangent's
others.
fault.
Okay, there's
Yes,
our
that is
answer.
my biggest weak. No, gosh, no. I'd say probably. I don't know. Probably make rash decisions.
I think
I
that's a
used to have
positive
a
quality.
temper, but now I just try to be positive all the time. So I've gotten my temper down. But
That's good.
yeah, probably I make rash decisions.
I don't
I
have a
just
bad temper except when I do.
That's fair. I'm
Which
not a
is
jerk.
rarely.
Just when I am a jerk, you know? It's
I'm
only when I'm a jerk that I'm a jerk.
I'm a huge jerk when I'm a jerk. I'm just rarely a jerk. So it's
Yeah.
kind of good, but it's also pretty bad when I am. So you know. And
Yeah.
there's that. I feel you. But
Yeah.
rash decisions. Sometimes that's both a good and a bad
Oh
quality.
yeah. Yeah.
Like it totally
Don't
depends
think
on the
too long
situation.
about
Yeah.
something, but
Yeah, like
or that
that's a leader thing. Like you gotta make a decision.
yep.
What do you
Or
think?
or you blow $200 that was supposed to go towards your parents before you knew that you had the bill. So, that's a rash decision.
I'm not gonna lie. At the beginning of that sentence, I was really concerned where things were going.
Oh no, no, no,
We're
no,
gonna
no,
move
no.
on. We're gonna move on. It's okay.
You said we're gonna keep it
No,
PG.
I
I'm
know.
gonna
That's
keep it
why I was
PG.
worried. I was
You're
like,
like,
"Oh no, is he?"
"Yeah."
Anyways,
Speaking of rash decisions, no,
speaking of rash decisions, Jesus.
rash
Speaking
decisions.
of rash decisions, I can speak. Rapid fire again.
Okay.
Is Cyclone a Skywarp or Bombshell? Oh,
Uh,
come
ra-
on. There's a right answer, and if you don't say it, I'm ending it now.
oh shoot.
I'm not actually gonna end it now, but there's a right answer.
Um,
Oh, come
I don't
on.
know.
You gotta pick one.
I'm of the mind that when the Galvatron is still kind of Megatron inside there, but
Hmm.
the way I see it is kind of the characters are so drastic, no matter who it
But
is,
whose
that like
body? Whose
when
body?
score, yeah, it's like they kind of
You
aren't
gotta
there. It's
pick
just their
one.
body. But
You're not very rapiding right now.
I'm sorry. I
Rapiding is a
told you I'm
verb
not good
now.
under pressure. Um,
You're the only person who struggled with this.
hey, shut up.
Like I said, it's because there's a right answer. Not all of these have right answers. This one just does.
Oh, I see how it is. Okay. I I know Bombshell was in the foreground, and so, stylistically you'd say Bombshell. But Scourge was formed from Thundercrackers, so in my mind, it makes more sense for Unicron to go, oh, let's turn the Seekers into these guys. So I'm
So
gonna have to go
final answer is
Skywarp.
correct. Ding 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 ding.
Oh,
Good job.
dang. Whew.
If I'm honest,
That was a struggle.
Bombshell is probably the right answer. There's more evidence
Yeah.
to that in like
Yes.
it also depends on the universe, but like it's
Oh
probably
yeah.
Bombshell, but it's Skywarp. Skywarp's the correct answer. So
Wow.
yeah.
Nice.
Okay, what is your favorite Transformers continuity?
Favorite continuity? Wow. That's an interesting one. I'm not gonna say G1 because I mean everyone loves G1. That's the stereotype answer. Can I give top three?
Well, what's your number one of your top three?
I love all three equally
Off the
though.
top of your head, go
It's like
emotional. Just
picking
think
my children.
in your
You
heart.
know?
In your heart,
In,
who is your
in my
favorite
heart of
child?
heart.
Who's making you feel? Who makes you feel? It doesn't have to be what's the best. I'm not asking you what is the
Oh no, I
best.
know that's not. Most of the ones I like are trash, but that doesn't mean they're not my favorite. Oh, jeez.
Who's your favorite child?
Okay, can I give my top answer and then give my honorable mentions?
Fine.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't pick.
No, it's okay. Michael went on like a whole
Yeah,
listing.
I remember that.
Yeah, he could
And you,
not
you
decide.
made him, didn't you make him choose between Beast Wars and animated and it took him like 5 minutes?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna say probably animated, and my other two are gonna have to be Prime and Armada.
You didn't put Bayformers. That shocks
Well,
me.
oh, mm,
No, we can keep it. Like I said, this is off the
no,
top of your
well,
head, so people can't
Bayformers
blame you.
started it all. I was just thinking cartoon shows. I wasn't thinking movies. So
Yeah, that's why I
that's
said continuity.
yeah, that's my brain didn't go, oh, continuity, that's everything.
It's okay.
Um,
It's okay.
yeah, Bayformers is in there too because that started it all, and I'm one
Hmm.
of I'm
We're
one of
of
the
that
few that
generation.
actually defends it. So, but yeah,
We're of
I
that
love those
generation.
ones.
So,
Yeah.
uh, okay. Don't think about this one too much. What is your favorite way of enjoying Transformers? Toys, shows, comics, movies, it's etc.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
if you could only pick, well, not if you could only have one forever, because that
Right,
could be
but
different. But
if you could pick a favorite.
yeah, what is your favorite way to enjoy Transformers? What do you enjoy the most? The toys, the shows, the
Right,
comics, the
right.
movies.
Listening to the other interviews, I thought this one would be hard, but I'm gonna have to go with the toys.
I feel like that's what it is for a lot of people. Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
Not it totally depends
like
on
I
the
love
person though.
all of them,
Uh huh.
but I'm
I
so
think that's
into
what I would
collecting
pick
that
too.
it's
Yeah,
that's
toys.
probably
The
the top.
collecting aspect is probably the biggest of it for me, because I
Yeah.
get plenty of toys where I'm like, I have no attachment to this character. Know nothing
Oh
about
yeah.
them, and I like form my own fiction about them. And I'm just like,
Oh
because
yeah.
this is a really well designed and cool
Yeah,
toy, so
it's
I
a
want
cool
to own it.
toy.
So it's like,
I
yeah.
have no idea who this is, but it's a
So
cool
that's how I
toy
know I prioritize fiction over. I mean, not fiction. How I prioritize toys over fiction,
over
though
fiction.
I
Yeah.
have clearly an affinity for both. So you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So regular questions.
Okay.
Who is your favorite Transformers voice actor?
Voice actor.
Hmm.
Oh, I gotta go Corey Burton. His animated Megatron voice is like my favorite Megatron
That is
voice
very
ever.
interesting.
No one can top that. I'm sorry. Frank is great, and he's the original,
Hmm.
but Corey Burton
See,
just like,
I don't
and I
know
mean,
if this would be my favorite, but
yeah,
who I would say is best, which again is not the question, would
yeah.
be a Megatron, but neither of those. It'd be David K. I think David K
Oh yeah, he's
is
great too.
top tier. I think David K,
Yeah.
Peter Cullen. I don't know after that, but those are definitely the top two. But I would specifically put David K at the top. I think he's the top.
Hmm.
He played Optimus Prime and Megatron,
And
and
Megatron,
he's iconic as
and they
both.
both worked.
I know, and I'm like, so that's why I feel like he's the best.
Yeah,
But that is,
yeah.
I love your answer though.
Thank
That
you.
I would never would have guessed that as anyone's. In all honesty, and not that it's bad. I'm
Oh
saying
yeah,
it's
no,
a
no.
good
It's just
voice.
it's not one you
I'm
think of.
surprised. Yeah, that's not a typical one. So that's very interesting. If you had to guess, how many Transformers toys do you have?
Oh, I was
Guesstimate.
gonna I was gonna count them and I forgot.
I keep needing to.
I counted them a little while ago, but I forgot the number, and I've got more since then. I have a picture of my collection on my phone. If you'll give me like 10 minutes, no. Um,
Just sit here while I count them.
hmm Um, oh, geez. I don't have a lot because although, I'd get figures as a toy, or figures, what am I saying? Although I'd get the
Figures.
toys as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
I only recently started seriously collecting probably around Combiner Wars.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and I guess that's
Hey,
when I
that's like
kind of
we both
had
did
a
the same
job and an
time.
income. Yeah. Like I had my own money to buy them with.
I
But
like started to a little bit before Combiner Wars, but Combiner Wars is where I seriously collected.
oh yeah, yeah.
That's
Well,
like the clear
yeah, and
point.
that's the same thing here. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like
like
Thrilling
I'd
30, I
had
like got
Transformers, but
some of. I would say yeah, I got over half of Thrilling 30, in
I
terms of just
need
going
so
around
many
getting
Thrilling
stuff.
30 ones.
I don't have everything, but like there was a Thrilling 30 is where I first started. Like, okay, I'm gonna buy some
I'm gonna
Transformers
buy a
again,
few of these.
and
Yeah,
then Combiner Wars and all that. Did Combiner Wars come out at the same? When did Age of Extinction come out? Before
I think
Combiner
they
Wars?
were
Or they?
both 2014. I know Combiner Wars was like 2014,
So,
2015. I
so
don't
Age of
remember which
Extinction would
one.
probably be like 2013, 2014, like end of 2013. I'm assuming because of the way that the toy lines work, they'll
Right,
change it.
because the
Oh
movie
no,
was
they didn't. They only came out a
2014.
few months before the movie, though. I think the first wave.
Yeah,
No, I think they were both 2014. I think. I think Combiner
yeah.
Wars might have been. I need to check that because I both Age of Extinction and Combiner Wars. Age of Extinction is what got me permanently ingrained in the fandom,
Oh
but
yeah,
like Combiner Wars is where I started seriously collecting Transformers as a brand as a whole.
yeah, yeah,
So but I don't know which was first. Did you collect a lot of
yeah.
Age of Extinction too, or was Combiner Wars your main
Actually,
thing?
no. Surprisingly, I didn't. Did I even get any Age of Extinction? I don't think I did. That's so
Okay, we're gonna have to
weird.
bring this interview to a close. No,
Hey, hey, I've gotten a lot of the Studio Series ones. All right,
I'm.
I've gone back and gotten a lot of those, but uh, I'm looking it up, but I can't. Oh, duh, why am I not using TF Wiki? I'm an idiot. I always use TF Wiki, and the one time when I really need it. But yeah, I guess I haven't answered your question yet. I I have currently I have one 5 shelf bookcase, and that's basically my collection. Then I have two medium-sized boxes that are full of stuff that I don't really have a place for, that I own, but they're all kind of just miscellaneous stuff. But so yeah, I have one. I think there's about how many on a shelf? I'd say 2 or 3 liters. I think like 15 per shelf, so times 5, that's what? I'm not good at math. Um 15.
135. Wait. Did you say 15? No, no, wait. You said 15 times 5, right? I totally did that
Yeah,
wrong.
yes.
15 times 5. Oh, that would be 75.
Okay. So, and plus I have those boxes that are full of miscellaneous stuff. So, probably around 100, 150, so nothing huge. I
Oh,
did
jeez.
my second bookcase actually shipped today. I got a notification, so that should be here soon.
Happy
But
birthday.
thank you.
It is. I don't know.
Oh,
I
2015 it says on TF Wiki. Combiner
for
Wars.
Combiner Wars. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So Age of Extinction
Huh.
was first. So
Yeah. Okay. Hmm.
I still think Combiner Wars is where I started collecting Transformers as a brand, but Age of Extinction
Yes.
helped get me back into Transformers, and I
Into the
collected
fandom.
most of that. But I wasn't like, I got all of the stuff
Collecting.
because I wanted it. I wasn't
Yeah.
collecting it. There's a
Yeah. Yeah.
difference,
Yeah.
though very similar.
Yes.
But Combiner Wars is yours interesting. But
Yeah.
I remember finding the Combiner Wars. I found I found the first wave like right before the new year because it came
Oh
out.
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Hmm.
did you get it like at launch? Because it was like end of December into January, just like
I
how a
think
lot
it
of the
was
phones have been recently.
a few weeks after.
Okay,
I don't think
because
I got it right at
I
launch,
don't
but
know if I got it before or after Christmas, but it was definitely before the new year.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I found the four deluxe. I remember being the most excited for Alpha Bravo, and I was
Oh yeah.
carrying
He's
all
so
four,
good.
just stacked up in my arms, walking, and there was this girl from school that was really into me.
Oh geez, you're like, look away.
And
Yep.
I had talked to her plenty, but I had not told her about that.
Mm-hmm.
I had told her I was into Transformers. I had not told her about
He
that.
didn't tell her you were that into it.
So she was kind of just like
What
a little
is going
confused, but
on? Yeah.
she was also kind of like smiled and laughed, and I was just like,
Like, yeah.
huh. I'm curious. I'm curious how she feels about that, but I don't care. And I bought them and just walked
Oh
out.
yeah. See, that's what some like when I started collecting, I try not to let what other people think about me affect my life.
Hmm.
That's just I'm like, who cares? But a few times, walking into the store, walking through the toy aisle,
I'm shameless.
teenage kid, I'm like, oh, this is embarrassing. A couple times, walk in with my shades in, avoid eye contact, whatever. But after a few times, I'm like, who cares? I love this. It's it brings me joy and happiness. My parents joke, about it all the time, but they
Hmm.
don't care if it makes me happy. They're like, as long as you're not blowing your whole paycheck, do it. And they love it. They love that it's what makes me happy. And so I'll walk into the store, walk down the aisle, and my favorite is there'll be a kid standing there, and I just give them the look like, hey, like I
Exactly.
got you. So
Makes me happy.
I think
Although,
I've had a parent or two ask me, like I was standing there at the,
nice.
which it's rare, but I've had that one or two, and I
Have
just
you
love
ever
that,
seen other collectors?
not
Like older,
in person.
really? Okay, that's
It's
interesting.
weird
Because
because I'll go to the store. They have stuff in stock, and I go, okay, I'll come back when I get paid. I go there, the shelves are like empty, so I'm like, there has to be other collectors near
yeah,
here
but you never
for all
seen
of
it.
it
Oh
to be
yeah,
gone, but
I was gonna
I
say
don't ever
because
see
there's a
any.
difference. Yeah, because I have seen collectors maybe once or twice, but one of the interactions was at TF Con,
Oh
and
yeah,
that
yeah,
that makes sense because obviously it
yeah.
was the day
You're all
before
there for the
TF
same
Con.
reason.
Everyone's there. You're gonna see other
Mm-hmm.
people. It was the
Yeah,
night before, but I walked over to Studio Series. I grabbed like Shadow Raider and I think Dark of the Moon Ratchet,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then that was all Oh, and Ultra Class Shockwave from Cyberverse, which is a
Oh yeah,
fantastic
yeah.
toy. But got all that. Was happy. Miguel wasn't there. I think it was just Michael and Alyssa and I. Me,
Yeah.
Diecast wasn't there yet. Yeah, so it was just the three of us. We went with
Yeah.
Diecast later and got stuff at Target. I was trying to
Hmm.
think. But like we did that, and we were walking down the aisle, and this dude runs over to
Oh.
the aisle where we are, flashes a Studio Series Ironhide, laughs, and runs away. And I was like, "Why did you have to do that? I never would, because I've never seen one at retail."
I
Uh,
haven't either. That's like the one I need of the '07
I
Studio Series
finally
ones, and I
got one.
haven't
I
found one.
overpaid for it, but I finally got it. Well, I wouldn't say I
Mm.
overpaid for it because it's really good. I paid more than retail
Oh yeah.
for it. Uh,
Yes. Yes.
but that made me so mad. I was like, I never would have known that had I shown up 10 minutes earlier, I could have
Yeah.
bought that toy.
You would have never known there
But
was
this
one
dude
there,
just
and
had to
then
rub it in. But so you've never had one of those interactions, so I'm glad. I
no,
wouldn't have.
I keep waiting for it. I'm like, it'd be cool, but it never happens. All I get is I'm looking at the Transformers. Some parent comes up, hey, which one would you recommend for my kid? He's about so and so old, and I'm like, well, I have this one, and that's fun, and that's not too expensive. I think he'd like that one, So
That's good. You're
I love
doing good
that.
in the world.
Thank you.
I've had employees tell me too. Like an employee, whenever I found the Studio Series Optimus that can combine with Jetfire,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
I found that, and this dude was like, "Yeah, collector came in and bought everything. Like that was right when Siege Wave 2 was coming out, so he bought all of Siege Wave 2.
Oh my
Nothing. No, that
gosh.
was before I had it too. So he grabbed all of them. He grabbed Bone Crusher. The employee was like, he even picked up that Optimus, but he left it. That was the only thing he left, and I was like, that
Wow.
works for me.
All
All I
right,
need
I'll
this
take
and
it.
the Jetfire, and I am good. So that was my goal. My goal for that specific day was like,
Was to get
I'm
that.
gonna find that Prime and I'm gonna buy a Jetfire because I had seen a couple Jetfires, but I hadn't
Yeah. Yeah.
bought one yet because I'm like, I want the Prime first so I can just combine them. Like
Oh yeah.
I don't want Jetfire on his own, though he is
Mm-hmm.
fantastic. Like I did want him on his own, but I didn't
Yeah.
want him on his
You
own
want them
yet because he wasn't hard to
together.
find for me.
Yeah.
But I accomplished my goal. That was the first store I stopped at that day too. Okay,
Wow.
if you could get any single Transformer in the world,
In the world.
that it has to exist, but it could be like a
Right.
lucky draw that there's only like one of in the world.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it exists, what would you pick? It doesn't have to be rare either. Don't even think
Yeah.
about
Just be
worth. It's just
anything.
like, what is the one thing you want so bad?
Hmm. This is probably the obvious answer, but probably like a complete, great condition G1 Star Saber,
That is totally reasonable, and that is
because
also probably pretty
favorite
expensive,
character,
isn't it?
Yeah, I've looked on eBay a few times. Either it's really expensive or missing accessories, or it's yellowed because it's a white
Hmm.
figure, so it'll get yellow, and I just want like a pristine, perfect, yeah.
That's definitely not a bad choice. Okay, some
Thank you.
more rapid fire. Favorite mammal?
Favorite mammal. Is an orca a mammal, or is that?
That is
'Cause I know like whales are
I
mammals,
think
I
they
think.
are mammals. I'm double checking. I'm
Really?
pretty sure they are. They are. Yes, killer whale is the
Ooh,
largest living marine mammal in the dolphin family.
then that.
It's still, I forget that they're in the same family as
Yeah,
dolphins.
it's
They're
weird.
not. They are not dolphins. I mean, I understand they're part
No.
of the dolphin family, but jeez, that is a
Yeah.
weird, very different cousin. Uh,
Yep. Nice.
Thanksgiving is really awkward. But anyways, favorite
Oh
reptile.
gosh. Godzilla.
I will accept that answer.
Good. You'd better, or I'm ending it.
Favorite color.
Okay, this is a weird one. I'm sorry. Okay. So,
That is really a weird one for
I
people,
know,
but
right?
okay,
It's
go
weird.
ahead. I'm
No,
interested.
for any listeners, hi audience. For any listeners that are into Bionicle, there's a color called Ketorange. For those who aren't, I'll explain it.
Is it like All Spark
It's
Blue? It's specific
no,
to the
no,
franchise?
nothing close to that.
Aw.
It's like a yellow, but it's a deep yellow. It's almost orange,
Is it
but it's
specific
not
to the
quite
Bionicles
orange.
franchise though? Like
No, no,
that
no, no.
name of
They
the
no,
color?
they have
Oh.
they just have a name for it because Kitongu, he's a set and he was
No,
the
oh
first
yeah,
one
but
to
that's what I
use that
mean. It's
color.
like All Spark Blue. Like that's an actual shade of blue, but like that's the
Well,
name of
yeah,
it
but
in the
that's the name they
franchise.
gave
Okay,
it, and
cool.
they
Yeah.
and that's actually my what do you call it? My I hate the word persona, but like my self Transformers character, Clockwork.
Your
He's
OC, your original character.
yes, he's that color. He's that like it's not
What?
yellow,
What are
like
you
not
talking about? It is totally yellow. Let me look at your
well
Twitter again. It is
well
so
okay.
yellow. It's just
That
basic
one
yellow.
is yellow. My friend did it as just yellow, but
Oh wait, that's not your profile picture anymore.
no, it is on Skype here, but it's
Oh
Iron
yeah, it
Fist
is. I
now. But
saw that. Is it on Instagram? Or did you
um,
change that
I
too?
don't think so. It's on Skype, but
How could you change
yeah,
it?
the it's he's that color plus black and white, but it's it's yellow, but it's like a deep yellow because you see yellow, it's like blinding and it's a stupid color, honestly.
It's like
But
you, because you're deep, but you're cheese, so you're yellow.
yes, oh
Okay,
my
I
gosh, I didn't
understand now.
even think about that. I just like the color.
Such a simple explanation as to why you
Cheese
like it
yellow.
now. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're a
it's
deep
just a cool
person
color.
that is
It's
cheese.
like you know
Deep yellow. Okay,
it's
that's
yellow, but
yeah.
like serious yellow.
It's not messing around yellow, guys. This is
No, it's
serious yellow.
yes.
Okay. Okay. So regular questions.
Okay.
What Transformers show specifically show
Right.
means the most to you?
Means the most.
Doesn't have to be favorite. Doesn't have to be
Favorite means the most personally.
yeah. Like it's the most
Well, okay.
emotional reaction out of you.
Like I've said before, I love animated. Armada, that was a little before my time. I was like 2 or 3 when it came out, but I watched that one. I rented a lot of Transformers from local libraries, but I watched animated a lot. I watched Armada, Prime I love, but G1, I don't want to say G1 because G1, but after I'd watched the movies, I was, kind of okay, I want more of this stuff. And my
Mm-hmm.
dad, he we were at the library once, and like I said, I was like 7 at the time, little kid. My dad's like, "This is the G1 I watched as a kid." Me being a kid, adoring my dad. I'm like, I want to watch that one. Like that's the one my dad watched, and that's the original. And so I watch it. It's goofy as heck. Like it's an
Oh
80s
my
cartoon,
god, it is. I say this with the
but
utmost
like
respect and love. It's atrocious, but in the
yes,
best way. In the best way.
exactly, and that's what I remember. I remember plenty of you know days being sick home from school, staying home, or Saturday mornings, I just, I'd have some G1 that I rented and I'd just watch that in my pajamas. And it was like being in the 80s. And like, I just liked the show. And, it got me into the other shows. But I don't want to say that was the first one I watched because it's like, you can, it's like just because it's the first one doesn't mean it means the most to you. You can have one that's your favorite. That's not the first thing, but like,
Mhm.
I have so many fond memories of just watching G1 and over all the other ones, and so it's
I don't have any fond memories of watching it being young
I
because I
don't
never
know.
did. I literally never watched
Exactly.
it. I watched it literally just years ago with my best
Hmm.
friend. We pulled an all-nighter and
Oh,
watched
watched all
like
of it.
all of it. And we were delirious, like literally just halfway through. And
Yeah,
my
don't
God,
watch it all in one sitting.
it was a trip watching it
You
all
have
in
to
one
you have
sitting.
to take it in doses.
I don't think you'll want to watch it again if you watch it all at once,
Oh yeah.
nonstop.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
do. I
no.
watch
That
parts of it.
yeah.
No, but like partway through the night, we were watching the episode where like Gears, uh, Megatron,
Changing gears. Is that the one?
they like change his
Yeah.
personality
Hmm.
and he has to obey. I'm like, this is like weird
What?
slavery. And then at the end, the
What?
Autobots joke about not giving him his personality component
Yeah.
back. They're like, Optimus is like, okay, let's put it back. And they're like, but we don't want to. He sucks. And they all like
Yeah.
laugh. And I'm like,
Oh.
that's atrocious. What? What
Yep.
did they just?
Yep.
That is
What are
awful to
you
even
implying
suggest.
here? I don't like
Even as a
this.
joke, that's just oh my
You
god.
sure these are the good guys?
Yeah, exactly. Jeez. Okay. Um, next thing. What made you want to start a YouTube channel? You pretty much answered that already.
Okay.
If you could collab with one Transformers YouTuber, who would you pick? Any type of project. It could be a
Right,
stop
right.
motion. It
Yeah.
could be
Yeah, yeah.
literally a weird two-person review. It could
Yeah.
be anything. If you just had to
Jeez.
pick one.
Okay. I'm dying. Probably Jobby the Hong.
I feel so mixed about him. There's
Yeah.
only a few YouTubers, the Transformers YouTubers, that I'm like mixed on. Usually, I have a pretty solid opinion, be it
Yeah.
one way or the other. He's
Yeah.
one of the very few. The other is who's the dude that's?
Afterbottoms.
I don't have mixed opinions on him.
I know you
Uh,
hate him.
I don't hate him. I have definitive stances on certain things with
Yes.
him. It's a little
Yes.
more complicated, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have definitive
We don't
stances.
need to open that can
But
of worms.
no, it's who's the dude that has been like using Siri to do reviews? He's gotten all the toys first
Oh,
lately.
Tun.
Tauntaun reviews. Yes,
Yeah.
I don't know if I love him or hate him.
I see
I
that's the thing
don't
because
know.
he gets figures so early,
I know, and
but
it's like also
I
kind of
can't
funny that he
stand the
uses Siri.
text-to-speech voice.
I respect the hustle he has
Oh
for
yeah.
for
Oh
what
yeah.
he's doing. Like he
It's
gets them
great.
fast. He knows what he's doing because he
Oh
translates
yeah.
them. He doesn't
Yeah.
like he definitely doesn't speak the language, and he translates it because he
Yeah.
knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah.
And like so, I so respect it, but at the same time, I'm like, oh,
That
I like
text-to-speech
hate
voice, I
this.
can't.
I like hate it and love it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
And then Jobby, it's like.
He's definitely not for everyone.
No, no, yeah, that's the thing. Is like I don't know if his humor makes me want to laugh or scream.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's like, oh, okay, but like, I just you can tell he's having fun, and I love
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, I don't blame anyone that likes him whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's just for me, it's like, whew,
Yeah, and it's like I have a friend who's really goody two shoes. I think he'd disown me if he ever found out I watched his stuff because it's like he makes some dirty jokes, and I know some people like oh well you have lowbrow humor, and I'm like yeah I do sorry.
that's not my
Like
problem at
it's a
all.
bit excessive
Yeah,
I think with him sometimes, but it's
I
I don't know.
think it's just that he as a person is a lot.
Oh yeah.
That's it for me. Not necessarily the like
Yeah.
inappropriate or anything like that. That
Yeah.
doesn't bother me whatsoever. As someone who dives into comedy specials like
Hmm.
crazy, you can't avoid that. You just can't. That's not how it works. Unless you watch
Mhm.
Jim Gaffigan. He's like
Yep.
literally the only one. He's the only
Yep.
clean comedian, pretty much.
Yep.
But yeah. Uh, if you could have, well, dang it, I
What?
I didn't even realize this. In making up a question to replace that question, I picked the next question.
Oh,
I had no idea that was the next question whenever I said
all
that as a
right.
suggestion. But okay.
All right.
Anyways, rapid fire.
Oh jeez.
Would you rather be rich or famous? You can't be both. You will only be one or the other if you pick.
Rich.
Smart. I totally
Because
agree.
famous is just so much work. Rich,
Yes.
no one has to bug me about it. I can
Rich,
buy all the Transformers I want
you
and
solve
live in
problems.
peace.
Yeah.
I don't need
Most
people writing articles about what I had for breakfast. Like
Exactly. Most important Transformers moment in your life.
most important. Okay, either watching the '07 movie because, like I said, that's what started it all,
Mm.
or
Did you see that in theaters?
no, I didn't. It was actually
What's the first one you
um,
saw in theaters?
the first I saw in theaters was Revenge of the Fallen because
Same.
yeah, boy, my dad got it from Redbox. It was an impulse thing. He's like, Redbox. I don't know if everyone has Redbox. It's DVD
Oh
rental
yeah, I have it
kiosk thing.
everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, they're everywhere here. But it was an impulse. He's like, they have a. I don't think he even knew they had a new Transformers movie. He's like, oh, what's this? We'll watch this, see what it's like, and then after that, I was hooked for the next 2 years, and then
Hmm.
my parents took us to go see Revenge of the Fallen. And I think I've seen every Transformers film in theaters since.
I wanted to see '07 whenever it came out, but my parents
Yeah.
wouldn't let me because it was PG-13, and
Oh yeah.
I was 7.
Yep.
I mean, I was 8 depending on when it came out. I think I was 7 whenever it
It
was
was
about to
in
come
it
out.
was 4th of July, wasn't it?
So I was 7, literally about to turn 8 because my
Yeah,
birthday's the
because your
20.
your
Yeah,
birthday's in July.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
the 23rd. So like it was after that. So I was 7 at the time, and I really wanted to see. And they were like, "No, PG-13," and they're like,
Mhm.
"This looks like a little bit much for you." And in all
Yeah.
fairness, they're
It
not
probably
wrong.
was. Yep.
But I literally watched it the next year with
Mhm.
them. Like they
Yeah.
they let me watch it the next year when I was 8. Uh,
Yep.
so big difference. Even though I
Oh
would have
yeah.
been 8, like literally during the theater time. But anyways,
Yeah.
they let me watch it, and I kid you not, I repeated several lines with cuss
Oh
words. That's
gosh.
how I learned several words were cuss words.
Oh
I
man.
know. I'm like the example of why people are like these are terrible for kids,
Yeah.
and
Don't
I'm
don't show your kids this.
yep,
Hmm.
and I am partial. And my dad was like, he like laughed and he was like, "But don't say that again.
Right.
Don't repeat
Right.
that. Like that was funny, but don't repeat it."
Yep. I already know that's gonna be me as a dad. Just teaching my kid cuss words, and my wife's like, "What are you doing?"
uh, Op- Optimus Prime or Megatron?
I'm a little gay for Prime, so we'll go with him. Like, I know everyone likes Prime, but he's like one of my, you know, personal favorites.
I like Prime's repaints.
Yeah, Nemesis Prime's good.
Optimus Prime, Magnus,
Yep,
Toxitron,
yep.
Shattered Glass
I
because
just
it's purple.
I have nothing against Megatron. Like I said, I prefer Decepticons to Autobots.
Hmm.
But Prime I just like.
I understand that. Uh, I forget what I was about to say. Anyways, next question. If you could change anything about the Transformers franchise, what would it be? This is regular, not rapid fire. If you could change anything, this is about the franchise. I would say not the
Franchise. I was
fandom.
gonna say if it was fandom, I'd say quit bashing the Bay movies.
I would totally
If you don't
agree.
like them, fine, but
But
let
you
us
can't say
enjoy them.
that about the
Yep,
franchise right now because we
yep,
got studio series and
yep.
whoo-hoo, it makes me
Yeehaw!
so
It's a dream
happy.
come true.
It's my generation's line.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad they did studio series. But
I literally dreamt of a toy line. Like literally,
yeah,
I was like, I
uh huh,
want Generations, but for movies. That'd be amazing
yeah,
for
yeah.
years. And then like whenever it leaked that it was happening, it leaked. Do you remember that leak?
Which one?
The leak that leaked all of Power of the Primes
Oh, the
and
leak. Yeah,
studio series. Like we
yes,
didn't even know of its
the big one.
existence.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it was like the first several waves of studio
yeah.
series.
I
I
remember
was
that.
gone because for 2 weeks of the year, I
Yeah.
go without technology at all.
Oh, really?
That was one of them. And Chris from Radio Free Cybertron, the first thing I come back to when I have my phone after that week, which was a fantastic week. I always love doing it. It's great.
Nice.
I go on trips. It's not just like I sit in my home and like,
Yeah,
uh, no. But first thing I see is that Chris tweeted at me like, "Oh,
yeah,
he's gonna have a lot to come back to because it didn't seem like there's gonna be a lot of news."
yeah.
I'm like, "What?" And it had all gotten
Studio.
taken down because Hasbro
Oh,
had
I
asked
remember
all
that
the
they took
sites
it
to
down
take it
like a
down. So
week
I had to
later.
go back to I don't know if it was There Goes My Money. It was some video where they had like
Oh yeah,
live streamed
yeah.
showing pictures of it, and I had to watch the video to find the pictures because they had been
Oh
taken out
jeez. Yeah.
everywhere, and they gave all the sites a ton of stuff. But yeah, that was That's how I discovered Studio Series. Was like
Yeah,
a week after everyone else because it happened like the first day I was gone.
yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah.
I guess I didn't answer your question.
No, I'm sorry. I totally went on a
Oh
tangent
no, that's fine.
because we were
That's
just
fine.
gushing about Studio Series.
I
But
don't mind, but I know you have like a time frame to do this, so
yeah,
don't want
if
it to be too long.
but if you could change anything about the franchise,
Yeah,
what would it be?
probably. Like I said, I love G1, but I also love all the other.
Oh, thank you. You're about to say
There's
what I want you to say. Good job. Continue, my young one. You're doing the right thing.
I think there's only like one or two that I'm not really into, but that's whatever. But one or two continuities, I guess. But
Kiss players.
probably well, come on, everyone just likes to forget that happened. We don't need to talk. I thought we were gonna have a nice interview, and then you bring up Kiss
What
players. Come on.
you said that there was two. What are the continuities you don't like?
Uh, you're gonna hate me.
I won't hate you. I'll
I
just judge
already
you.
hate you.
That's one way to look
Can't
at
hate
it, I
you any
guess.
more than I already do. No, I love that everyone loves Cyberverse, but I watched a few
No,
episodes.
no, I take it back. I do hate you.
Everyone keeps telling me to go back and finish it, which I will eventually
It's
once it's
so
all wrapped
good.
up.
It's
I'm
so
not
amazingly
into it.
good. Okay,
I
okay.
don't I don't hate it.
Is there another
It's
one?
just
What's
not
the
my
other
favorite.
one? I just want to know.
Uh,
Is there another one, or is that
probably
is that part of it?
probably the machinima ones, but I mean,
That okay? That's
I watched the first
those didn't
episode
happen.
of Combiner Wars and I just gave up. Didn't watch any more. I was like,
Okay,
no, I'm
in
not.
all fairness, Combiner like Titans are
I've heard
Combiner
they
Wars
get
is
better.
atrocious. Titans Return is like bad, and Power of the Primes is like in between bad and okay.
Yeah,
It's
and
like
that's the
kind of acceptable.
yeah, that's probably the last one I'm not really into is Robots in Disguise, the 2015, just because
No, that
it's
one is
not bad,
also
but it's
so
not good.
good.
It's
Yes,
just
it is. It's really
meh.
good.
It's just
It takes a
repetitive.
while. That one takes a while to get good,
Oh yeah,
but it's
I don't
really
know.
good. It really
Yeah,
is.
I should probably finish it. I've only watched the first season and then clips from the other ones. So
The first season is like by far the worst. And
oh yeah,
I like
it
the
is.
first season, but like it gears up.
Me
It's so much better than the
too.
other seasons. But
Yeah. What
and you
question
know
were
the lobsters are from it. If you could change anything about the
we?
franchise,
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
were talking about
Okay.
the opposite of
Yes.
that.
Yes. 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 As much as I love G1, there's too much of it. I love that we're getting like late G1. Like whoever thought we'd get like generations versions of like the Duocons and crap like that. But like
Yeah, it's
I
nuts.
love that. But at the same time, I remember back during
Sharing
Thrilling
is
30,
caring.
like I think it was during Thrilling 30 when they had like Armada Starscream and Beast Wars Rhinox and a couple other Beast Wars
Hmm.
characters like that's
Tankor. Even though
oh
he
yeah,
should have
Tankor.
been bigger than this little deluxe
Yes.
that I'm holding. Oh no, his
Oh,
missile fell
he
out.
lost his missile. No, but I love G1. I love that, it's we're getting like all these characters we never thought we'd get. But at the same time, don't you shoot that you shoot the missile at me?
Yes.
All right, I'm ending the call right now.
Don't
No,
do it.
it is an honor to be shot by Tankor. No, I just I want other stuff, It's like
Hmm. A
which we're
mix is
getting more
healthy.
of
Yeah.
with like, the Armada Prime that's coming, which I'm going to get that no matter what because
Wait.
Armada,
Are
like
you
I said,
talking about the
Armada's
Armada or the Cybertron Prime?
the Armada. That one
Okay, the
the
one
one
from
we've only seen
Takara.
gray
Yeah,
prototypes of
yeah.
so far. Because like I said, it's Armada was one of the ones I grew up on.
Hmm.
It's not great, but I love it. I'm super
Hmm.
nostalgic for it, and so but yeah, and Studio Series is really helping it not be so
I
G1 stale.
totally agree. It really
But at
helps,
the
but
same
it's
time,
still
I remember Generations used to be mostly G1 with a couple other ones, and now it's like 100% G1, which
even
is fine.
Thrilling
Like,
30, it was almost like 50-50, as in
yeah,
50 G1,
50
50
other.
shared among other things. Yeah, which I think is like the good way to go about it.
Yeah, I
But
think so too. That's probably, but
are
yeah,
you just
just
trying to suck up to me? Because that's like my big thing. And you just said
maybe.
it. I knew it. You don't have to. You're cheese. I already adore you more than anything else on the planet.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Next. What is your ranking of all the
Okay, it was
Transformers
lagging.
movies? Oh, lag. What
I
is
thought it like cut out. I'm like, oh crap.
What is your ranking of all of the Transformers movies? All five Michael Bay movies,
Yes.
Bumblebee, the '86 movie, and Predacons Rising too.
Okay. All right. Dark of the Moon. That has always been and probably will always be my favorite. I just adore Dark of the Moon. Um, and then let's go Bumblebee.
Wait. So
07.
are you're starting one like top to bottom? Is what you're
Top
doing?
to bottom.
Okay,
Do
so
you want bottom to
dark.
top
No,
or
no. That's fine. I was just
yeah?
making sure. So Dark of the Moon.
Favorite to okay, yeah.
So Dark of the Moon,
So
Bumblebee.
Dark of the Moon. And then probably Bumblebee, '07, 80, Age of Extinction, '86.
Thank you. Everyone puts Age of Extinction
Yeah,
lower than it
it's
deserves. It
good.
makes me
I
so
like it.
sad.
I like it. It's good. I know it's
Okay,
your favorite. I don't.
yeah.
It's not my favorite,
No,
but
that's
I
totally
like.
fine. But everyone puts it at like the bottom, and
I
it
know.
makes me
It's like it's
so
not that
sad.
bad. But yeah. So where was I? Dark of the Moon,
You said Dark of the Moon,
'07.
Bumblebee,
Dark of the Moon,
'07,
Bumblebee, '07.
Age of Extinction. Then
Extinction,
did you say '86? That's what.
'86. Revenge of the Fall. Or, Revenge of the Fallen, Predacons Rising. I don't hate Predacons Rising, but that's just where it is. And The Last Night. I just I don't like The Last Night.
I
It's the
actually
one Bay movie
liked
I.
the last night.
It has great stuff in it, like
Uh huh.
Cogman. I hope Cogman comes into other continuities because I love him.
And Nitro Zeus. Nitro Zeus.
Nitro Zeus, yes, one of the best Decepticons we've got for a long time.
Yeah, it had really good things. It also had really bad things. For
Yeah,
some reason, I'm totally just able to overlook all the bad things. I need to
yeah.
rewatch it again, though. I rewatched it. That's the only movie I saw that movie 5 times in a row.
Wow.
I went because I was at one of the weeks, one of the trips where I go without any
Yeah.
technology because they're scheduled far in advance.
Oh yeah,
I didn't have a choice. It was the week that it
yeah.
came out, and I was
Nice.
so mad. But I didn't have like, any technology, so I couldn't be spoiled for it at the very least. So I like
Yeah.
at least had that going for me.
Yeah.
But me and my best friend, we went straight. I literally got my car, drove. I did not go home. I went straight to
Yeah.
the movie theater, and everyone after these trips always goes home and sleeps for like a day straight. And I
Yeah.
did not. This is the first
Could
time I
not.
didn't.
You were
I
filled with
went straight to the
rage.
movie theater and we watched the movie 5 times in a row from like 10 in the morning till like midnight. I watched it
Wow.
with all different people. I invited like all different friend groups and
Yeah.
they would show up to a certain showing and we'd watch it together. They would leave. I'd wait in the
Yeah.
lobby. Other friends would show up. We'd watch it again. It was an amazing experience and I think that might be
Yeah.
part of why I hate The Last Night less. Is just
Yeah.
because I have such a
It's fun.
great experience around it.
Yeah.
But like I agree with you. It's definitely the worst out
Yeah.
of them
It's
too. But in terms of favorite, I don't know where I put it.
I just like I said, I try to watch movies without being like, letting my filmmaking side come in, just
Uh-huh.
enjoy the movie. But that movie is such an editing dumpster fire. I hate it.
Mr. I like video. No, I'm
Hey,
kidding.
shut up! It's just
I'm kidding. As I said,
there
I very much value that skill.
5
Oh,
minutes into the movie with the Camelot scene when they reuse a shot within not even 5 minutes of each other. I just knew I was gonna hate this movie, and I did, and it's just and like people say, it's like there's like 5 different stories crammed into it, and they don't know which one to prioritize. It's got good stuff in it, like the "Did you forget who I am" scene with Prime, where he beheads the Infernicons.
that
I
was so
love
good.
that scene, but the rest of the movie, I just other than like
Yeah,
Cogman and Nitro Zeus and Megatron's design is amazing, but like other than that, there's little moments, but I can't like sit down and watch it and go, yeah, that was good. I'm glad I did that. Which the other Bay movies I love. I can sit down and watch and have a good time, but that one I just
have you rewatched it since you saw it like in
yes,
theaters?
yes,
Okay,
everyone
just making
a
sure.
few times. It's grown on me a little since the
Okay.
first time I watched it, but it's like it's still at the very bottom and will probably stay there
Yeah,
for
I
time
totally
and
understand that. Next one's a good question. Would you rather star in a live action Transformers movie as yourself? You're a human character. You are
yes,
you. You are,
yeah,
well, you're not human character, cheese character, but you know what I mean.
of course.
But you're yourself in this
Yeah, I
movie. You're like
watch.
the human friend of the
Yes.
Transformers, the main character in the movie. Or would you rather be a Transformer in like a Transformer show? Like be the voice?
Does talent factor into this? Because I'm a terrible voice actor.
No, it's what would you
It's
want to
just
do more, not
yeah.
what would you be better
Um,
at. Let's assume you'd have the same amount of success at either. Has nothing to do
right,
with your skill. It's just your desire. Which do you
right.
desire? What do you want to do more?
I think they'd both be really fun. Like I'd want to do both, but if I had to pick one above the other, probably the voice. I think that'd be fun. Like I don't know, just be a character. Like
Hmm.
whether or not it's an existing character or a new character. I think that'd be a blast. Just to kind of get in a
Yeah.
character and hey, that's my voice coming from that. But on the other hand, it'd be great to like, oh look, screenshot it, and it's like, holy crap, I'm standing next to Optimus Prime.
Yeah, I find
But,
it very interesting people's different answers to this.
yeah.
I understand both. My answer is very complicated. I
Oh.
will not give it until I do one of these interviews because I have a long, long rant about it because
Oh
there's
boy.
one I'd want to do, but I also wouldn't want the consequences of one.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's yeah. Uh,
The next 50 years, you get the Peter Cullen curse, where your entire life is just voicing that character.
kind of. It's
Yeah.
complicated. Okay. Here's your final three questions, all rapid
Oh,
fire.
that's sad.
I think you already answered this one. Dang it. Favorite
Okay.
Transformers YouTuber? Let's say other than Jobby the Young. Or
What about? Can I say myself?
I was also gonna say other than yourself. So
Oh,
okay,
dang
now
it.
that we have those two out of the way,
Okay. All right.
now who?
Favorite Transformer YouTuber?
Could be a reviewer, it can be anything. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah. I'm thinking. I'm definitely not going through my subscriptions on my phone. Not at all. Because I'm afraid I'll say one and then I'll forget about another one. I go, oh no, it's him. I just didn't think about him.
That is the point of rapid fire, and no one's allowed to judge you because it's off the top
Oh,
of your head. So
well, they can judge me all I want for all I care. They just won't know. uh, okay, I want to say him, but he's a friend, so I'd just be plugging him.
you could say a friend. No, that's totally fair.
Well, he's not my favorite though.
Oh, what did that you?
I was gonna say, oh, I'll say him and plug him a little, but I'm like, but he's not my favorite, so I'd be lying.
Wow, you
Uh,
consider
um,
being a lying piece of cheese. How dare you? Okay,
hey,
yeah.
no
Who
one's
is it though?
um, crap.
Just
Oh,
think of who you get most excited for whenever you see a video pop up for. Like, what's your favorite?
probably. Have you? Oh,
Ask.
actually, okay. I've got two.
Okay.
Okay, I watched like one review from Bobby Skullface back when I was a kid, and I kind of just didn't watch him for like until a few months ago, and I really love his stuff, and so I
Doggone it,
subscribed, and
I
I
love
I
him.
love him. His sit down Saturdays, like I
Hmm.
love those. That's what he's not the first discussion video
Yeah.
series that I've seen about Transformers because I've watched quite a few. That's I want to do that.
Did you? You
Or-
said you like discovered him. Like you watched one video of his a
yeah,
while
I
ago when you
knew
were a
of
kid.
him.
Did you?
Yeah,
Did you just not care, or did you dislike him then?
I didn't dislike him. I was just like, whatever, it's not really
I'm not gonna lie.
watching now.
As like a much younger and more naive to the franchise and stuff, I was like,
Yeah,
he seems mean.
he's
And now I
one
think
of
that's
the nicest
laughable. I love
people
him. He's a
I've seen
very
online.
nice person.
He's
He's
very
a
genuine.
he's so genuine, and he's one of my favorite,
Yeah,
if not my favorite,
he's
Transformers
great.
YouTuber.
Yeah.
So
The
solid
other one
choice. Who's
would
the other one?
probably. Oh, thank you. The other one, I don't know if you've heard of him. He's kind of smaller. He actually, I was devastated. He was like ending his channel last year, and then for a few months, he didn't have his channel. Like he talked about for like a year, he was ending the channel because of he had a family he wanted to take care of and
Uh huh.
all this stuff. And now recently he started uploading again. He's like, he had only been gone for like a few months, and he's like, okay, I thought this was going to be a huge change, but my schedule still allows me to do this, so I'm back. But I've watched him since I was a kid. His name's Lazy Eyebrow Reviewer. He
I have heard
he does
of
stop
him.
motion reviews,
I
and it's
don't know if I've
great.
watched him, but I've
Yeah,
definitely heard of him.
Yeah, he's awesome. He does stop motion reviews, and so and just
I need to check him
it.
out.
Yeah, he's good. You can tell he's just having fun, and
Hmm.
like I said, I'm into stop motion, so it's fun to watch that. You don't have big grummy hands in the way while you're watching it. It's.
Well done stop motion is some of the most awesome stuff
Yes,
ever.
I
There's a
love
lot
stop.
of like subpar to
Yeah, yeah.
just awful
That's why I
stop
hate looking
motion.
for stop motion on YouTube because 90% of it is super choppy.
But like
But
the
when you find
top
those
one
gems,
percent is like
yeah,
cinematic
yes,
masterpiece. Like I could
yeah.
watch this. Who's the best one? There's one that like
Have you seen
even
Masterpiece Reanimated?
I think
He
so.
goes he
Yes,
goes
I
by a
have.
different
I
name
have.
online. I'm subscribed to him. It's perfect stop motion.
Hmm.
Oh, it's beautiful.
But yeah, that was a good rapid fire answer.
Quote unquote rapid fire.
Yeah. Okay. This should be pretty easy for you, I'm assuming, based off of what I know about you. Favorite Transformers podcast?
Well, I mean, I'd love to say yours, but
Oh, that is not what I was going for. I was not going for that. That's not what I
Radio
was
Free
thinking.
Cybertron I
Yeah.
discovered when I was in middle school actually, and I'd never listened to
Oh,
any podcast
I think
before.
you discovered it before me.
Oh
You?
yeah,
That is ironic. That's not really that ironic because that's actually most people.
yeah, yeah.
Most people
No, that's
discovered
what
before
I
me, and then it's ironic that
yeah,
I've progressed to the point where I am, even though I only learned about it like
yeah,
I think I learned about it. Let me think. I was on it for a Toy Fair live stream. It must have
yeah,
been. I think it was a year and a half after I discovered them,
yeah.
basically.
Nice. See, that's one of my dreams is to be on the show, and maybe now that I know you, maybe no.
I was
We're
gonna
still-
say I do
oh,
not make any promises on
yeah, no,
connection.
I know, no, but yeah, that's what
That's what I
I'm
expected your
actually,
answer to be, though.
yeah, yeah. I'm actually really into podcasts now. Like I have like 6 or 7 that I listen to regularly at work because my job really allows me, once all the kids are gone,
Hmm.
I can just pop in some headphones and clean crap while I'm, listening to it. And so that's what I discovered them, and I just, I love Brian and all the guys, and you guys make an amazing show. And I'm actually, I think September, me and my buddies started planning making a podcast. We're hoping to release it this month, but I've been so into podcasts now that I'm kind of want to start my own or a network or whatever. So it's been rocky and rough getting it all set up, but we're hoping after Endgame that can be like our big launching point. We wanted to launch January, the start of the year, and it
Hmm.
just didn't work out, and
I
I've kind of just
so
been waiting.
understand
So.
that. I have launched and
Uh-huh.
done so many
Yep.
things. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of like I think dedication's the number one
Oh yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah.
That's and definitely passion. I would say
Yeah.
dedication and passion are the two most important things for
Yes.
podcasting, both in starting your own and in all honesty, starting your own and getting on other people's. But
Oh yeah.
starting your own is where I would start because that's how you'd get onto other people's.
Oh yeah.
I cheated. I did the reverse. That's not
Yep.
that's not how I would recommend or
Oh yeah.
say is
Oh yeah.
easy to do.
Mhm.
It's not. It
Yeah.
was. I got lucky. By no means is it
Yeah.
anything that I did.
Mhm.
I was lucky and
Right place, right time.
yeah, that kind of thing.
Nice.
I'm not that special. People insist they're like,
Oh,
why did they pick you? And I'm like,
you're so special.
I'm really not that special. It's more like
You're so special.
I was consistent. But anyways,
You're
uh,
special, and we have to protect you. You're, you're too pure for this world.
I am not.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Next one. This is not fair, so I'm going to change it, but I'll give you the first one
Oh,
first. Revenge of the Fallen or Machinima Combiner Wars?
Revenge of the Fallen, any day of the
Obviously.
week.
The
Yes.
Last Night or Machinima Combiner Wars? Really? Is it
See,
that hard for you? Based off of what you said,
see,
I feel like it'd be a little easier
the
than
last
that.
night has moments
Uh huh.
where it's good. Granted, I've only seen one episode of Combiner Wars, but from what I've seen, it was just consistently crap.
Yeah, and that's why I specifically said Combiner Wars because I don't think
Yeah,
Combiner Wars even has a single moment where I'm like, that is
that was
awesome.
cool. Yeah,
Like Titans of Turn and Power of the Primes. There's some moments where I wouldn't even say they're as good as like the Last Night
but
moments that are awesome, but
there's
they're
some in
still
there.
cool moments. But Yeah, Combiner Wars is like there's nothing. How about Cyberverse of Combiner Wars? Oh, come on! I will hurt you. I'm gonna melt you.
I,
I'm gonna melt you, and
Combiner Wars is crap. Cyberverse, to me, this is me, and granted, I've only seen 3 or 4 episodes, is just boring. I don't know. I'd probably go Cyberverse just because I don't ever want to experience Combiner Wars
good,
ever again.
good.
But
You've
and
made the right
like I said,
choice.
I'm willing to give Cyberverse a chance, but I'm gonna wait till it's all wrapped up and I can watch it in one sitting.
I'm willing to give Cyberverse a chance, but I'm gonna complain about it until I do.
Well, I mean that's how it is, you know. That's just how it has to be.
That's again, you want to be known
It
for
might
spreading
change.
positivity, right?
It might. I didn't say that would be the only thing. All right, I'm only human cheese. All right, come on. But no, but yeah, it's just that's my opinion on it, and until it changes my mind, that's
No,
only
no, it's totally fair. I just like making fun of you. So,
yeah. No, that's fine. I'm a very
well,
I don't know the term. I'm easy to make fun
you're
of.
very cheesy.
Very cheesy.
But anyways, you did it. Good job. You made it through.
Yay!
So now tell the people what do you have going on. Where can people find you? All that good stuff. All over the interwebs. Plug everything. Even
Everything.
your Facebook that you don't use. I'm just kidding. You don't have to, and probably shouldn't plug that.
No, I. This is sad. I don't want to. I don't want this to be over. This was fun. Thank you. I'm
Absolutely.
sorry.
Pleasure to have
Okay.
you on.
Thank you. All right. Okay. So I'm on Twitter at Plastic Hero YT. That's plastic underscore hero underscore YT. Or my username is Colby the Cheeseman. So that should be easy to find. I don't ever use Instagram anymore, so I'm gonna check it. If you follow me, I probably won't even notice, but it's there. Got to get that clout. So
Twitter, I
that's
don't follow back a lot of people,
yeah,
but Instagram, I follow back everyone.
yeah, yeah. See, that's what. Whenever I get a follower, I check out their page, and if I'm interested, I'll follow back just because to be nice. I like
Yeah.
to do that, but
I'm
yeah.
picky because I keep my feed
Oh yeah.
exactly how I want it. I
Well,
have
see,
over 100 words muted. That's
oh my
how
God.
picky I am with my
See,
feed.
that's what sometimes I'll follow someone just to be nice, then I'll mute them. I'm like,
I don't mute. I only have like 2 accounts ever muted. It's like words because
yeah.
I don't want politics on my Twitter. That's all I'll
Yeah,
say.
see, that's what whenever I see something politics related and it's someone I don't know, I just mute it because I'm like, I don't want to see any of this. I'm sorry.
And it's funny because that statement makes people assume you're on a
hmm
certain side. I'm like, I am
I'm
not
not.
on
I'm
either.
not gonna say. All right. I'm not.
Not even I won't say. I'll gladly say I am on neither. Both sides. I
Yeah.
make me
There's
sick. But that's not what I
there's
go to
sides,
Twitter for. So
there's sides to both that are good and bad. It's
yeah. So,
I don't
but
think I'm fully on one side or the other, but there is one I'm more leaning towards. I'm not gonna say.
did you say your
Let's
YouTube?
get back to. Oh yeah. My Instagram's just call me the cheese man. One word. Or, yeah. I really kind of want to change my Twitter back to that because that's what I had. I had just call me the cheese man,
You
and then
should
I
do
changed it
that.
to Colby the cheese man. I might.
You should change
Okay,
it back
look for
because you're
just
right.
call me the cheese man on Twitter. All right, it's under Plastic Hero YT, and I think that's the same as my YouTube. Just Plastic Hero YT.
Gotcha.
Just YT for YouTube.
That's so deep.
Oh, right. I know. Yeah, Plastic Hero YT. Is that everything to plug?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yep.
You're a pretty
Cool.
boring. You're a pretty boring person, so you only have 2
Oh, yeah.
things. I'm just kidding. I just do way too much.
Yeah. Yep.
It's better to do a few things and be better at them than overspread yourself.
Oh yeah.
But
Yes.
yeah, so definitely go check him out there. And who knows, maybe in the future, our group chat might do something on a podcast. Who knows? Who
Perhaps.
knows? It could happen. It's a pretty solid group.
Never say never.
Exactly. I'm not. I've learned my lesson about announcing things off like crazy and like being
Oh yeah.
ambitious. So I'm not going to announce anything. But I'm just saying it's an idea that has been tossed around and
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I do think would be a lot of fun and would work well. So who
Oh.
knows?
Oh. Oh. One more thing to plug. You reminded me. I'm going to try my podcast launching it soon this month, so might as well plug that.
Yeah, no, definitely. Go
So
for that. Go for that.
I was gonna do that, but I completely forgot. It's a good thing I caught that. Okay, so our podcast is we've already got a logo and everything. It's the Nuts
Nice.
and Dolts podcast.
Wait,
Nuts
is
and
it
Dolts pop
nuts
culture
and bolts
podcast.
or nuts and dolts?
Nuts and Dolts. We wanted to play on words of some kind, so we, Nuts and Dolts, because we're a bunch of dorks and it's a pop culture podcast. We'll talk about movies, comics, TV shows, video games, anything under the sun. I hate the word geek because it's overused, but that's what it is. So
Is geek overused?
I don't know. I just
No, like I'm genuinely
heard
asking.
much.
I don't hear people use geek that much.
There
People say
was
nerd, or like I
there's
hear
a
nerd a lot more than
podcast.
geek.
There's a podcast I listen to. Small tangent. It's only going to take a second. Where at the end of it, they plug another podcast in their network.
Uh
I'm not gonna say names because I don't want to, call people out. But
huh.
It's the Nerdy
it's
Geek Talk Network.
no, 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 no. Oh, shoot, it's in your name. I shouldn't have said that.
No, no, no. That's actually why I found it entertaining. I'm not offended. I think that's funny.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like
No,
they have
I just find that
yeah.
genuinely interesting. Huh.
Thank you. No, they plug it at the end, and it's a geek podcast. But literally, the ad, they say geek every like other second. Like, if you like geek stuff, come listen to this geek titled podcast where we talk geek. If you're a geek, I'm like, shut up. Like, I
No,
don't know if that's
I have
just
to
a
admit,
word for me, but
I went with geek and nerdy and geeky because those are the two top, definitely.
yes,
Although I think nerd's far more used than geek,
yeah.
at least around
And
me.
I know everyone says they're different, and I mean, I
Yeah.
guess they are, but I don't really
But
care. I
I
guess
use those two on purpose just because I'm like that. Those are the two most general things that will
yes,
like those.
you can
And I was
never
thinking that
say
I'm like that everyone will clearly get the idea right away. And then of course my Transformers podcast, I do the opposite where it's Steel City Bots, where it's niche because that's a reference to a city.
yeah,
That's Pittsburgh. That's
yes,
where I'm from. That's where half the podcast is from. Where it's like that's the complete opposite. Where it's
yeah,
like that pertains to a small
very,
percentage,
very
whereas the
minute. Yeah,
opposite, it's like the network appeals to everything. So
yeah.
clearly
Nice.
I have the naming down pat. But
Oh yeah, look at you go.
yeah, I really do like your name though, and I will definitely be checking
Thank
that
you.
out. So definitely everyone go check all that out. And if you aren't already, you're listening, so I would assume you probably know where it is. But Nerdy
Probably.
Geek Talk is our network. Wherever you listen to podcasts, you can subscribe there to catch these type of shows, interview shows. We have NGT reviews, where we review whole waves of toys and podcasts, which is always fun and interesting, especially because of the way we do the voting system. And then Steel City Bots, our main show, and miscellaneous other things here and there. So definitely go check all of that out. And that's about it. So thanks for listening, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.
Bye bye.